Hey everyone, it is the Charming Giraffe, and today we are going to do a new type of painting that I've never done before, so hopefully it'll all turn out beautiful. We've got some beautiful colors we're using today. Yellow by Artist Loft Flow Acrylic mixed with Floetrol and water. Artist Loft Aqua Green, that's just their tube acrylic, along with Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue. And then finally, Liquitex Deep Violet. They're actually all mixed with Floetrol and water. And so today's painting will be a reverse dip. I had heard of it and I never understood it until a light bulb went off in my brain not too long ago. I was like, oh, because normally you like make a puddle and you dip your canvas into that puddle. In this case, you're actually pouring right on the canvas, and then you take something. I'm using bubble wrap, which I don't think I've seen before, and you lay it on it and pick it up, and that's how it's dipped. It's the reverse because the canvas doesn't actually get dipped. I've seen people use saran wrap. I've seen them use just like a wet paper towel, a baggie. That's I think maybe all. I'm sure there's other things you can use, but I have a ton of bubble wrap, so that is what we're going to be using here today, and it might make some pretty cool designs. And so I'm going to attempt the flower. I'm not too terribly hopeful. Me and flowers don't get along apparently. So yeah, here's what we're going to try to do at least. And there's all different types of techniques as far as like how to pour onto the canvas. I'm just going to kind of make my own way up here as we go, along with whatever the drips tend to do, because that's happening. But I've seen people do zigzaggy lines. I actually recently watched one where they used like a bottle bottom pour, which was super cool. Oh goodness, I'm getting like bubbles. Now that that's done, next up is the bubble wrap. I am going to use the bubbly side down just in hopes of getting some cool effects on that. So, what I have seen is you literally just like lay it on top. Just kind of let it do its thing. If you feel the need to press down, you can. Especially if you're using like a paper towel or something, you want to make sure it's all making contact. And I love how this looks with it. With the saran wrap down or whatever, the bubble wrap is in this case, where it's literally just like perfect, but with like something on top of it. So I'm going to give it a minute. I can definitely see it like kind of filling up like the bubbles of the bubble wrap. It's kind of not taken over, but it's definitely like moving it around. So I want to give it time to do its thing. In the meantime, I will pick up a few things. I am notorious for just leaving the studio a mess, so I'm trying to be better at not. But but that's just the way I work here. So yeah, let's give it a second, and then when we pull it off, we'll like match the corners up and then lift it off in the middle. I'll have the syringes handy in case we need them. There is a little bit of paint on here, but some of it will be collected on the bubble wrap. I think it's all getting in there. Kind of just want to let it do its thing, but I'm impatient, so we're going to go for it now. I'm nervous, guys. Try to dip that actually. I should have some extra canvases laying around. I have literally nothing to lose. If it looks terrible, I'll just wipe it off and use it for something else in the future. I'm not even sure I'm in frame. I am. Okay, sweet. Look how cool that's turning out. Just see what happened here. Hey, that looks amazing. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. Where's the torch? I like both of them. This is super exciting. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm just shocked. Just shocked. This one looks really cool, but there is a lot of bare canvas, so I'm not exactly sure what I'll end up doing with it. Maybe I'll let it dry and let it be a background for something, or fill it in later or something. Because it looks pretty amazing. I'm surprised that worked as well as it did. Why won't that bubble pop? Okay, here. There is one piece of like bare canvas. Oh, maybe it's just white. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Let me bring you in for the close-up. Alright, here we are for the close-up. We'll start with the first one we did, where we poured the paint onto the canvas and then put the bubble wrap on top. Our petals came out super cool. I love the lacing in some of those colors, and I love how the middle still came out when we first pulled it off. Maybe that's not a bubble. Maybe not. Alright, we took care of it. Okay, there. Now I'm happy with it. When we first pulled the bubble wrap off, the yellow didn't really seem to be there. So I was a little nervous that we lost it, but we didn't. So that's super cool. I'm very happy with it. I will definitely be doing this some more because that looks awesome. This one was one that we were pretty heavy-handed on the purple, so you can tell which ones we used more paint versus others. But for a first attempt, I'm thrilled. And then this is where we dipped our canvas onto the bubble wrap, and it looks pretty cool also. We do have a lot of bare canvas though, so that's not desired for me at least. So I'll be doing something else with this. I may pour right over it, but I may try to salvage some of it because I do like it. Like if you just took like half of it, it could be like a butterfly. That'd be really cool. So yeah. Here's our overview shots again. I do want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and do what makes you happy.